Welcome back to a rainy, wet London. This next episode of Skater and the Creators features Old Man Skateboards. I mean, with a title like that, how can you not be into it? Obviously, a fellow older skater like myself, and what I learned through this interview, a fellow musician like myself. So, as usual, an abundance of creativity going on with the YouTube people I reach out to. Like to give a quick shout out to Stumpy Mason for digging the beanie. Might have to be a regular fixture. Also, a quick shout out to my main skate compadre who watches these videos and then critiques me the next day. You know, I don't listen to half of what you say, but I take on 10% of those critiques, but it's all good, man. Thanks for improving it. So shout out to the chimp. Yeah, so enjoy this episode of Skater and the Creators.
My name is Jansen. I have a YouTube channel that goes by Old Man Skateboards. You can also find me on Instagram at Old Man Skateboards. I am 42 years young. See what I did there?
Yeah, real funny. I do the jokes around here, mate.
Okay. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am not originally from here. I was actually born in Lufkin, Texas, which is in East Texas. And then I was adopted and then lived in like Los Angeles area till I was about 4. And then we moved to Albuquerque when I was like 4 to 6. And then we moved back to Lufkin from 6 to 8. And then when I was 8, we moved to Dallas where I lived and grew up most of my life. I spent like 30 years there with a few years in Austin, Texas. They are both fun places to visit. I highly recommend checking them out. And then I've been in Albuquerque for about 5 years now, and it's awesome. I love it. Currently, skateboarding and making YouTube videos is my creative outlet. Before that, I spent 15 years or so making hip-hop music in Dallas, and that's what I did on top of just like working and then going back to school. I actually, through doing music, found people that were doing video like degrees at the University of North Texas, and so I was like, it work out the first time with college, and so went back and got my degree doing that. Did a lot of cool stuff. You know, anything from battle rapping to performing. I threw shows for 8 years at a place called Muddy Waters, which is no longer around. Done a lot of cool stuff with a lot of cool people. Yeah, so I've done music, and I started working overnights and didn't have anything to do in the morning. And so I started skateboarding again, and I kind of found Braille and all those guys looking for kickflip tutorials, and I was like, oh, if I'm gonna skate, I might as well have people watch me skate poorly or whatever. But yeah, I made music. Music is still huge. I still love it. I just don't like perform it or record anything anymore. But it was fun. I learned a lot. You know, again, I got my college degree because of it. And then now again, it's just skateboarding. It's just what I do. It's so much fun. I just want people to skate or enjoy skating, you know? It's really just one of the best things I've ever done in my life. There's nothing really like it. You know, it's about that freedom of just rolling around, you know, is something that it's hard to describe, you know? Like, people ride bikes or do other things, but essentially with a skateboard, it's just your feet on a piece of wood and you're a few inches off the ground, just kind of floating across the earth, and you just carve back and forth, and you know, it's just, it's the greatest thing. I love it so much. And then on top of that, the just, you know, progression in life, whatever you do, if you want, like, you don't have to skateboard. Again, go hiking, go just being outdoors and stuff. That's one of the things I love about skating. It gets me outside. You know, it's good exercise. And, you know, again, learning a new trick is amazing. Learning to ollie is amazing. As much as I can't stand kickflips, every time I land one, even stationary, it's amazing. And so, you know, do what you like to do. It's really difficult with art or skateboarding or music to like blow up the way you see people blow up. It's really, really difficult, but you just do it and hope, you know, hope people like it. And that's all you can really do. And so, yeah, I just want people to be stoked. I want them to know what that is. And it's landing a kickflip, you know, after years of like trying to do them and still not getting them. And again, every single time. It's so awesome. Learning new stuff is awesome. It's really a mind and body thing. And when you start talking about learning trick switch, you're really, really using parts of your brain that you don't use to move other parts of your body that you don't use. And it's just skateboarding is just a great mind and body physical thing. And it's it's fun to do. It's fun to watch. It's incredible the things people can do on their skateboards. It's the greatest thing on the planet. I mean, like skateboarding and making videos is just what I do. It's the same thing with music. It was that creative outlet to kind of express yourself. And with music, especially like being an MC, it was kind of my way of saying, all right, I have the microphone. You have to listen to what I say. There's nothing you can do about it. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's kind of how I feel with YouTube. I make videos. I don't, you know, do anything too crazy. It's usually just, hey, here's me trying kickflips for 5 days straight. But on the other hand, I'm also, you know, working on the third skate video, which is way different than a YouTube video. It's just skating. It's like my video part, Miguel's video part, have the homies from Enchantment Skate Shop in there, plus one of the best skaters I've ever seen in my life, spacolithelion. Check him out at spacolithelion on Instagram. He's just amazing. It's crazy that he let me like film anything, but working on that, and it was, again, music, art, randomly drawing on skateboards, or, you know, it's a way to occupy time that's positive. And you know, again, it's just kind of a release of expression of who you are. That's kind of what style is in skateboarding. You know, it's just kind of a natural being or essence of who you are. And that's kind of what creating anything is for me. It's just like, here it is. It's my self-manifestation into the world. I'm going to start with skateboarder beginner self and then YouTube beginner self. Skateboard beginner self would be to never stop skating, but it was really hard. Like literally in 1992, no one skated anymore. There was already just a few of us to begin with, but then it completely died off. And then there were no skate parks anywhere. We had Bachman Lake, which has the infamous Dallas Clown Ramp. If you don't know the Clown Ramp, you can Google that. Infamous, we went there maybe 3 times when we were a kid, because it was like 30 minutes away. You had to pay to get in, but I learned how to drop in on the little mini ramp next to the Clown Ramp. But again, that went away too. Like, that was no longer there. And then we had Jeff Phillips Skate Park for a little bit. If you don't know Jeff Phillips, please Google him. He's a legend. But even then, we had to drive. Someone had to drive us. We had to pay to get in. And so when no one did anymore, it was really hard to just go, I'm just going to go to the skate park and learn, you know, how to skate. And so I wish I had just kept skating regardless and just did it and rode around. But, you know, that's what happens. For YouTube self, I don't know. I guess the advice I would give to anyone trying to do anything is just to do it. It's as simple as the Nike slogan, just do it. That's when I wanted to get into music and rapping and being on stage. I ran into like an old friend from like high school who was a real musician and a really, really good musician, and went to like Arts Magnet, and he like invited me over to his place, to his like home studio, and made a beat, and I wrote like a weird crazy rap and recorded it. And I was like, how do you do, you know, what do you do? How do you, he's like, just do it. Go to shows, go to open mics, battle anybody and everybody you can. Just go out there and do it. And that's what I did. And you get better doing it. If you just sit around and think about it, you know, thinking about it is good, but just physically making yourself do uncomfortable things, and you have to just go, it's not the end of the world. It's, you know, again, you just have to do it. Get your phone, get whatever records, you know, and just do it. Put it up. Even if it's bad, just still do it. Because a lot of times there are like artists and musicians that will just not put things out because they don't think they're good enough, or it's like it's not exactly how they want it. And sometimes you just have to like let it go and go, this is it. This is as good as I can do it. I can even go back and listen to old songs and stuff. It's like, yeah, I probably should have re-recorded that, but you just, again, go out there, you know, watch other people and see what they do, but don't copy other people. There's a lot of copying on the YouTube, and a lot of it is popular. You know, you can do it and like this and that, but just do what you like to do. You know, again, just go out there and do it. Life's curb, ollie it.
Life's curb, ollie it.
Friends and family are pretty positive. The thing I like about skateboarding, like over music, not that I like, they're kind of the same thing to me, but with skateboarding, people can physically see you do something. They can physically see you go through the battle, and like you're persistent, and you like, you know, 5 hours of trying a trick, and then you land it and you get to see them physically do it. It's different than music. Music is something that people feel internally. They don't get to see you like gruel in a studio, or sit there and write it, or sit there and get things exactly perfectly how it's supposed to be and sound. You know, they don't see that process usually. And so I think the skateboarding has been even more positive of a reaction, just because it's like, yeah, you can, you know, it's a very visual medium, and another reason why I love it. And yeah, everyone's cool. You know, you have the you know, people don't want you to get hurt, and it's like, we don't do it to get hurt. It happens. I'm currently still recovering with I'm gonna have a weird shoulder the rest of my life, but you know, people worry about broken bones and stuff, and you know, it happens, and it's never on purpose. I don't go out and do crazy stuff, you know, it's very mellow, but sometimes you get hung up, and you know, but again, aside from that, you know, it's super positive. I don't have anyone going, "Oh, you're stupid, what are you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. Again, they're like concerned, but you know, it is what it is. a super shout out to all my friends and family. Y'all are the best. Okay, I've spent like a $5 here and there, maybe 2 or 3 times on Facebook to like boost a YouTube video or whatever, and it's cool. I mean, you get some views and likes or whatever, but you never get subscribers or fans, and a lot of those are views and likes are probably bots anyway. Like if anyone tries to come at you with get more views and subscribers with pay me to for there, just don't do it. It's really not worth it. Again, $5 to see how it like if it worked or not on Facebook was, again, it was $5, no big deal. But the way I look at it is that you want real fans, you want real people to like what you do, you want to grow that organically. I would never advise to subscribe for subscribe. I will get those comments where it's like, hey, sub to my channel, sub to you, and I'll go check it out. And it's like, if there's no skateboarding and the last video you have is like a 2-year-old Minecraft video, then I'm not going to subscribe back. But if you choose to unsubscribe for me, that's cool too. It is what it is. Like, again, if I go and you're skateboarding, I'll probably subscribe. You know, that's what I do. But yeah, none of that is, again, you want people to, you want the game to come to you. You want people to come to you and go, do you have merch? Do you have, that's what you really want. That's when you really got it, is when people go, I have money and I want to give it to you. And you go, oh, thanks. Here's a t-shirt, here's some stickers, here's the boards, here's whatever I can do. You know, that's kind of what you really want. And then until you get anywhere near that, you just do it. You know, like I said, just make videos, find tricks that you can learn. Again, if you don't want to skateboard, maybe, again, scoot, ride a bike, go hiking, kayaking, or, you know, there's all sorts of things you can do. Again, art, draw. Like, I can't draw. I made a board. Let me go grab. Like, I can't draw, but did this. It was a fun little video. I really like the board. But, you know, just get out there, do what you like, and, you know, have a good time. Skateboarding's fun. So great. Appreciate everybody that, you know, watches and likes and comments on my channel. It's awesome. Again, everyone's super supportive. It's been really rad. Like, kind of meeting people virtually over the internet all across the world. Like, I think that's super cool. Shout out to Stix Champion. Appreciate the interview. Y'all go subscribe to his channel, like, and leave a comment on this video. Y'all know what to do. It's YouTube. Thanks again, guys. Let's go.